Hi, everyone. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here today to do Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, February 2019. I am sorry it has taken me so long to get these videos out, but listen, I've been having to pay attention to my body's needs and had to take a break. So I'm finishing these up and I will be more active. I'm going to try more daily but short videos instead of doing every single sign. I will still do monthly readings, but I feel like I'm going to start doing more collective energy reads. So we'll see how all that works. Since I have been away for quite a few weeks now, and I'm just getting to y'all's videos, I will be pulling as many messages as I can for y'all in this amount of time. So remember, these are for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Please take what applies, leave what doesn't. I hope everyone's been doing well through this purge season and just paying attention to their needs and their wants and desires and going for it. So if you are new to my channel, welcome. If you've been here before, thank you for being patient with me. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hey, Matt. Yes, still purging, man. There are messages, signs, and synchronicities everywhere. I'm so sorry, y'all. Charlie, sir, really? Y'all, my dog had his head halfway to China, okay? It's serious. But he's got a new girlfriend. Y'all want to see? Yeah, all right. Hold on.
Willow, go over there. Go to Sissy.
Come here. So I don't know if you remember me telling y'all that my dog was having an issue getting along with other animals. So I'm going to turn the camera around. So this is Willow. Say hi, Willow. And Charlie is in the yard with Mama Joe. Say hi, Mama.
Hey, hi.
But yeah, he's doing great and he loves his new playmate / girlfriend. He has been having a blast with her, running all over the yard and getting the zoomies, and it's super cute to see, but still taking our time with it because he does get really excited very easily and she's a shit stir. So, you know how it goes. But yeah, so Scorpio, it is all about... Okay. So first off, I wanted to say, take a breath of relief, okay? Because I really feel that things are starting to change for you. It might still be a slow process, but now you can finally breathe that sigh of relief. A lot of what's going on, you need to let go of your financial fears. We have the let go of guilt. I also feel like there are some vows of poverty in here too. So some of you might have to do some regression work in order to figure out where those fears are coming from, where they stem from. But instead of looking at your financial matters with a state of fear, visualize all the abundance in all forms and focus on your priorities. Okay. So instead of worrying about how things are going to turn out or what way it's going to come and how it's all going to, play out in general, just focus on the ability that it can and will come. Okay. Whatever you're trying to manifest is on its way to you. I can hear that very clearly. Okay. So we are going to be focusing. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for joining. So we are going to be focusing on what you need to overcome in your recent past, what you need to be focused on in your current energy, and what you have to look forward to if you listen to Spirit's guidance today, and anything that comes out in between. So again, let go of the guilt. When you allow your light to shine brightly, you inspire others. Forgive yourself for what you think you have done or not done, and trust that God loves you unconditionally for who you are. Learn and grow from past mistakes instead of berating yourself from them. And I kind of feel like that goes not only for you, Scorpio, but for people in your life too. Like, This is a huge message for Scorpio, okay? All right, Matt. Well, you know, it all goes in the same. I feel like if it resonates, it resonates. So take it. But the let go of guilt and take a divinely guided change. So don't feel guilty if you have to leave some people, places, or things behind. Whatever you're being told to do needs to happen. So don't let guilt, obligation, or fear stand in your way.
That's because us Scorpios are hard-headed.
Mom's a Scorpio and she's sitting across the table. So, I mean, and you wonder where I get my stubbornness from. Oh, Lord.
I better just take that one.
I know. That's probably going to be what you most need to overcome from your past, okay? So let go of that guilt, let go of that fear, no more complaining, okay? So the power of prayer is strong, my friends. And instead of complaining, Melissa says, "Hi, Mama Joe." So this is that point where you need to turn it around. Instead of thinking about your situation where it is fear and fear based, then you can oh, hey, Nick. Good to see you, buddy. I'm so happy to see you in here. It's just good to see all my people back. Listen, I'm tired today. I did a session this morning and, you know, the energy has been kind of low anyway, but I'm trying to make sure that I'm staying active enough and, really trying to get myself back into the energy work and build myself up. So it's a process, y'all. But also when we stop complaining and we start praying for our obstacles and blocks to be lifted, the power changes, right? The flow of energy changes. So we need to make sure that we're shifting that perspective, so we're not creating more fear, but we're creating more abundance, right? Oh, thanks, Nick. Yeah, I am. I'm feeling much better. I'm definitely feeling more myself and just enjoying life right now. So, but listen, Scorpio, all that fear that you're putting into the who, what, when, why, and all that shit, they're supporting you in this change. So don't worry about the financial matters and how everything's going to play out. Remember to stay in gratitude for what you have and the opportunities that are coming your way. Your idea is being divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to you. So it will come, Scorpio, but you got to take the chance and take a leap forward, okay? So let's see. Goodness gracious, how many messages do y'all have? Okay, bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and reminds you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or a hike with your pet, meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. And God is your source. Everything you need is supplied by the infinite source of God, and your faith opens the doorway to receive. And God, there is no lack or limitation. Rather, there is plenty of abundance for all to share. So it seems like some of y'all need to get grounded and more connected to source, either your source or your higher consciousness, whatever your beliefs are. But it feels like if you're in your head and worrying about how everything's going to play out, this is what you have to remember. By spending time outdoors and being in nature, we are connected to God and source because they created all this wonderful, beautiful mess. Okay. And we forget that with all the chaos that goes on around us, to really take in the beauty of the world and remember that this was created for us to enjoy, not only to enjoy, but to experience. And with experience comes the good and the bad. So we have to understand that through those phases, that's how we grow. All right. So
That guilt one was on the bottom again.
was it? So the guilt was on the bottom again. Mama's paying attention. She's always paying attention. All right. And the obstacles and blocks are lifted again. So just remember that you got to shift your perspective. All right. So let's see. What does Scorpio need to overcome in their recent past, please? February 2019. All right. Declutter and savings. What does Scorpio need to focus on in their current energy, please? Attracting, not chasing. And what do they have to look forward to? They listen to your guidance. All right. So this one you might have to work a little for. All right. Yep. So some of you might have to, dream of your abundance. Okay. So a lot of visualizing, focus on what you're trying to create for yourself. You don't want to chase what God is giving to you and supplying you with. You want to attract it to you. You might have to do a couple different things in order to bring an income, in order for you to dedicate to your life's purpose. But either way, as long as you stay in an abundant mindset and you ask for God's help, they will supply. Okay. So in your recent past, we have declutter and savings. So this is something that you need to overcome, whether you need to declutter your home, declutter your mind, declutter, I'm also hearing detox. But a lot of it, and especially savings, like if you want room for new opportunities and sorry, getting a little choked up here. Some of you might need to speak up about these things, but as the savings card comes up too, like you want to consistently invest in your future. Okay. And by decluttering, you're making room for your future. So the longer you hold on to these limiting beliefs, these bad patterns, the material things, the less room we have for, and even with negative, toxic people in our lives, if we keep these things that are weighing us down, we're not making room for the things that are going to be beneficial for us. So let's see where we're going with this. To clarify, can you please clarify what Scorpio needs to overcome in their recent past? Okay, so a lot of it could have to deal with putting an end, cutting cords with a Libra, or some sort of judicial matter, something with the court system. Some of you could be going through a divorce, but it's someone that you do have a strong emotional connection to. We have the Knight of Cups here, so it could also be a water sign, or this is you, Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces. But again, with the attracting, not chasing, the Knight of Cups is running straight towards the Libra, okay, or the Justice card, however you want to look at it. But with the 10 of Michael here, this is talking about bowing out to things that no longer serve you, especially that cause a lot of mental instability, okay? You don't need to chase after this person because, listen, you're going to have to face your fears sooner or later. And whatever this person triggers within you is basically a decoy for what is really underlying the surface of what you're truly feeling. Okay. So don't pay so much attention to, the fact that you're losing this person, because you need to be paying attention to the triggers behind this person or this situation, whatever it is. But there is an opportunity, either there's a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo in the mix here, or it could be the fact that you're choosing to invest in your future. So there will be an excellent opportunity offered to you. Some of you might choose to go back to school or pick up a new trade, do some research on how to get through this shadow period and facing those demons, because there is trouble lurking in the background, right? Those towers are back there, and it's like the Twin Towers, okay? So I don't know if some of you are why the 9/11 reference is coming to mind, but there is an opportunity for you to expand here by facing those fears, and you need to listen to your intuition for accurate guidance on how to move forward. Okay, so just understand that that's one of the things. And listen, this whole air sign Libra thing has been coming up for Scorpio for a long time, so you better start doing the work. Okay. Because there's always an underlying issue. It's never cut and dry. So let's see. Attracting, not chasing for your current energy. This is what you need to be focused on this month. Anything or anyone you chase after will run the other way because of the fears underlying chasing energy. Instead, attract what you need by sending out love, gratitude, and welcoming energy. And listen, you've been overburdening yourself. You have been weighed down. It is time to drop that weight, Scorpio. It is time to drop these burdens. It's time to stop chasing and realize that there is a new dawn waiting on you. Okay. You are not in lacking. There is nothing lacking in your life. It is all a state of mind for you. And listen, you can't please everyone, and by chasing them is only going to push them further. When you realize that when you shine your authentic light, the right people will be there by your side. Anyone who is not doesn't need to be there. All right. So quite a few cards came out, but I'm going to read these first. All right, where are we going? Yeah, because listen, there are solutions. This is the Temperance card. This is talking about having that ebb and flow of healing and emotion flowing through you and allowing Source to take that divine light in order to heal you properly. Because there is heartache, there's past pain that is, I feel, kind of hindering the process of what you're trying to manifest for yourself. But you have this opportunity. Okay, stay focused on what it is that you're trying to focus, what you're trying to manifest. Go through the healing process and keep your keep your mind focused on what you're trying to do at hand. Okay, go through that healing process and allow the necessary things to come up as need be, but also remember that without going through the healing process, you're not going to be able to truly embrace the opportunities that Spirit is trying to bring to you. And that's why this Ace of Staffs is here. So if you look closely, there's a lot of mountains, there's a little town in the background, and it almost feels like she's being called to stand up, right? So some of you might be moving to the mountains, choosing to move to a more simplistic way of life. But I really feel that this is an opportunity for you to stand up for what you want, and instead of trying to focus on, covering things up is what I'm hearing. Oh, thank you, Colby. That's so sweet. Okay, so what we have to look forward to if you listen to Spirit's guidance today is ask for your needs to be met first off. Okay. God and the angels can come to your aid only if you make a free will choice to be helped. And it begins by asking. It doesn't matter how you ask God for help, but only that you do so. The same holds true with clearly asking other people to assist you. So you do not have to do this all by yourself, Scorpio. It is okay to ask your spirit guides and people in your life that love you to help you, to support you, and to keep that abundant mindset that money is flowing in. Everyone's got to be on the same page. I heard someone say your chain is only as strong as the weakest link. And it was like, Yeah, but even if that is the case, we need to make sure that we're supporting that weakest link too, right? Like if we're choosing to have that link in our chain, then we need to make sure that everyone's up to the same capability. That's just how I feel. So, because listen, whoever you have in your tribe is of importance, however that may be. But again, with the moonlighting, you might have to take on a couple different opportunities in order to keep the money coming in while you focus on your life purpose. And, we all have to do it at some point. But listen, you are at a new phase and you are manifesting brilliant things for yourself. This is an opportunity for you to realize how much power you really have at your hands and in your fingertips, in your hands and at your fingertips. And to realize that you can manifest the life that you want. Whatever you need and you pray for will magically appear. Okay. Yeah, because you're at a crossroads and it's really time for you to be clear on who you're aligning yourself with and who you're going to take with you on this journey. Make ambitious choices. You will start to have deeper connections with the people you align yourself with too. Is there any other messages? Yeah, the strength card with the number 11. Major manifester. So there's a lot of ones in here for you, Scorpio. So a lot of new beginnings, a lot of new steps, but you're really going to have to call in on your inner strength this one. Some of you might have Leo in your charts, but I feel like this is really digging in to that inner strength and focusing on that source, that divine light that lives within, and understanding that you are connected and you can make anything happen that you want. Okay, it's just all a matter of mindset, and we got to get out of our own ways, right? So any messages of love for Scorpio February 2019? All right, what we got? All right, again, ask for help. Ask for your needs to be met. Ask for help. Okay. So don't feel like you are in this alone. Do not be so prideful and stubborn that you can't say, hey, I don't know exactly how to go about this situation. I need guidance. I need help. Okay. Don't freak out. No one's going to judge you. Because actions speak loudly. And the people who are not there to support you, they're telling you where you're at in their life, and vice versa. So make sure that you're showing up too. And, sometimes words can come out in the most finicky of ways because of fear and guilt and obligation and all these things that we hold on to, but really actions speak loudly. And you will see when you start paying attention to what's actually happening in your life. And when you ask for help, who steps up to the plate? Okay. Oh, thank you, Nick. I really appreciate that. So get back to what you love, Scorpio. This is all about you finding, hey, Renee, nice to see you. This is a time for you to get back to your happy place, Scorpio, to find what brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that brings you excitement and adventure. And I just noticed here too on the attracting, not chasing, but there's a lion in this one too. Okay. So, you're going through this transformation. You're coming out of the darkness and not focusing on the things that have been holding you back all these years, but now you're looking forward to your future and really getting to that place that you can truly accept and embrace this new life that awaits you. Speak the language of love. Speak from your heart. When we speak through our heart space, when we live through our heart space, you can't make a wrong decision, okay? Because everything that comes from that place of love is true, it's honorable, and we can't shut that off. You shouldn't, and you should not deny yourself of that. Oh, thank you, Melissa. It's all them. I'm just a channel. So and learn forgiveness. Forgiveness for yourself, forgiveness for those who have wronged you. And again, forgive yourself for what you think you should have or should not have done. Hi there. Thank you for joining. Yeah, thanks, Renee. Yeah, we got really lucky with this backyard. I love it out here during the summertime, spring. I'm out here every day. And obviously, even with it being cloudy and cold, I've still been out here most of the day. Um, but nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. And that's where that 3 of Swords energy is really coming from too. Yes, radical forgiveness on all levels, y'all. And that's where that heart space is coming from. I feel like there's a few things around the heart space that, especially for my mom, y'all. My mom is one of the most loving people I've ever met, but I know that there's a lot around her heart space that she's been through that has almost, it's broken it down a few times. And we all have that scar tissue, right? We all have cracks and we have layers we built around it in order to keep ourselves protected. But it's really time for us to shed those things and allow our heart space to come to that full power and allow it to radiate into our environment. I'm manifesting that, Renee. I'm telling you, I'm making it to Vegas, baby. I'm ready. I'm ready for a nice long vacation. And well, and it too, I'm not really sure what to call you. So I'm going to call you Douglas, but forgiveness in some sense, yes, is tough because we don't work a lot with forgiveness, right? So it's foreign to us in a lot of ways. And it's really hard to let go. Now, does it necessarily mean that in order for us to forgive, that it needs to be accepted or reciprocated? No. The forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. Okay. And vice versa. There are plenty of people in my life that I have forgiven, but would I have a conversation with them? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? And it's because I've learned my lesson and I don't hold any animosity. But again, I don't need that kind of energy or that kind of manipulation into my life. But now I understand that due to their lifestyle, to their conditioning, to their pain and their demons, they were just doing the best with what they could. And it unfortunately did not live up to my standards. And it ended up, because my well-being, because of my nature, I put myself so out there that I gave away my power and I let them bring me down to their level. I had to forgive myself for that too, because I was willingly giving away my freedom, my power, my time, my energy. And then I wanted to blame them for taking it, but it was my fault for giving it away so freely when I knew that I shouldn't be doing it. So, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. And that's exactly what it is. So again, the forgiveness is not for them, it's for you. And by being aware, and that's really what it is bringing awareness to the things that we have done ourselves and the things that people have done to us. It's not that we have to relive it, it's bringing that awareness to it so we can release it. Okay. Yes, you got to get out of yourself. And that ego can be so tricky. And listen, ego is good for us when it's in balance. If it's overinflated or deflated, that's where it can get messy. So, by the way that I used to be, I had a deflated ego. I did not believe in myself. I didn't know my worth. I didn't know that people were constantly using me as a dumping ground or that they were siphoning my energy. And, I was just like, here, take it, no matter how worn out I was, because that's just the person I am. But then I was the asshole when I had to put my boundaries up. So now I put my boundaries up from the start. You live and you learn, right? So Yeah, and listen, it happens, but you got to rein it back in, Douglas. Rein it back in. This is where it matters, okay? And you really have to remember that we all go through these things for a reason, and there's always an underlying issue to what is truly happening, okay? So figure out what that underlying issue is. If anyone needs more clarity on their personal situation and would like a personal reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading, but you feel like you got what you needed from this today and would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below in the description box. If you do not need a person, or if you, I already said that, y'all, I'm telling y'all, I'm tired. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I love y'all so much, and I thank you for your support. And yes, yes. And listen, that was my last relationship too, Douglas. You're so welcome. But I will tell you, I thought I put my boundaries up with my ex too, and I ended up letting him walk all over him. And over the years, those boundaries just started to fade away. But that is why you need to protect your energy at all costs and release the attachment, because they are not in control of you or your life. And you should never have to dim down your light for someone else to feel comfortable. That is their fear, not yours. Okay. Yeah. Nice to see you too, Nick. And I will be finishing up. Let's see who's next. Sagittarius and Capricorn. And then starting this week, I'll be popping on here and there for little motivational things, collective readings, however I feel that spirit needs to come through. And yeah, listen, some people can't accept it because they don't feel like they deserve it. And again, that is their fear, not ours. Some of us do have that fear, but it's for us to deal with. So anyway, I love y'all so much. Thank you for joining me. And I hope that y'all resonate with these videos. For anyone catching the replay, please drop a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. And if you need anything, I'm here. I love you all. Many blessings, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.